up, guys? My name is Walden the Wizard, and today I will be showing you how to make overlays and get overlays from Stream Elements to show up on your live streams. Now, overlays are this right here. They can be static or whatever you like. They could be nothing, but I wouldn't recommend that. They can be static, which means they're not animated, there's no motion to them, or they can be like this, where there's a motion. That would be called animated. But I'm going to show you how to find this specific one on Stream Elements and how you can install it onto an overlay and get that overlay on your stream. So as you can see, this is called the theme gallery. What this is, this current tab in the theme gallery is called super themes. Now these contain a lot of variations of themes, ranging from holiday to whatever. And there's a lot of them. Like you got this one. I don't know what game it is, but it comes with tip alerts, all of that already on the overlay. Now, how this would work is if you're using a super theme or any other theme that you are not personally making, you would hit create my overlay. Then you would name it as, I'll just call this show because that's what it's for. And then you click see in my theme gallery. And then it would show up here. Now, to edit any of these, you would hit the pencil button. And then it will bring you to this. Now, it's going to look zoomed in for a second. This is how it loads in. To fix that, you just go to this button right here and fix it. So now, you got your stream chat here. Got your name down here, your followers, your bits, all of that will be right down here. And then up here, you'd be able to edit your name in that. Like, instead of @Twitter, add your Twitter name, your Instagram, your Facebook, your YouTube. You can add all of that by just double-clicking what it is. Like, want to move, you can change the video if you wanted to. You can move it. Double-click the words and you can change the words. And that's pretty much how you set up a super theme. Like, for instance, my Twitter is @Walden capital W. And then you hit save. Make sure you're putting it in the right window. Don't do what I just did. Make sure you put it so it changes it here. So now, as you can see, the Twitter right here has now been changed to @Walden with Walden W, which is my Twitter name. Now, to simply get rid of the ones you don't want to use, you would go down here to Layer, click on them. Like this one, you didn't want to use this one, so you would scroll down here, find where it's highlighted blue. Like, for instance, this one's highlighted blue. So, and you can just turn it off. You can go through and do that with all of these. Go through, turn them all off if you really wanted to. So that's how you can edit a super theme. So now what I'm going to do is show you how to make a custom overlay. So, as you can see, we are on the My Overlay tab inside of your Stream Elements website. To create one, you simply go over to this button right here. It's called Create Blank Overlay. You would click that and name it whatever, set your resolution, all of that. As you can see, I already have one here called Shows. So this is the overlay I'm going to show you guys how to make. How to make your overlay on. You simply hit the pencil button and you'll be allowed to edit it. Now, as you can see, this is an entirely blank overlay. There's nothing here at all. So, we gotta fix that. So to start with, we're gonna go to Widgets. As you can see, the first one that shows up is Alert Box. These are going to be for your alerts. So you would simply just hit the add button, and then you should be able to test, like tip event. There you go. And now to simply edit that, say you didn't like the shark image, you can change the image to, let's see, this is a bit, so say you didn't like that and you'd rather have something like this, and you want to change the sound. As you can see, I have a lot of sounds. So say you wanted this. Simply just save it and do the test again. And that is how you make your like alert boxes and that. So the next step after you've made your alert box is you don't want to leave this blank. You don't want to leave the blank green background, especially if this is an intermission screen. So what you would do is you'd go back into widgets, and if you're adding leave a GIF is qualified as an image on here, you can upload a GIF. Like say I wanted to make, let's just throw a random one on here. See if this works. It should. Voila. Now that is my overlay image. Now, make sure this isn't, you want to make sure this is always at the bottom, because this is going to be your bottom image, so everything will show up over this. Now, once again, this is just a basic image that I use that I already had uploaded. So, this is just going to stay as the background for now. Although I'm going to lock it, that way I don't accidentally. And you can all, if you can adjust these with the little black box down here. So you can adjust the size of your alert box. All of that. So the next thing I'm going to show you how to add is what is called a hype cup. And that's this right here. What this is a little cup on the bottom of your screen. If it will load. There. This little thing right here. Now, you can change that. Just like everything else. You just have to hit the cup settings. Now, what you can do is you can change the cup. So, say you don't want Easter cup. You want something that looks more like... Once it loads... Loading, loading, loading. Like that. Say you want that as your cup. So say you want to have your emote show up on screen. You would simply hit the widget button, which I already have, and come over to here to Capagen. You'd simply hit add. Now, anytime somebody goes into your chat, like I'll drag my Twitch chat over here, so you guys can see. Anytime somebody puts, like I'll use one of my emotes, like my Reborn emote, anytime somebody uses that, it will now show up on your overlay. So now once you have all of that done and you think your overlay is 100% ready to go onto your stream, what you would go down here is you would hit save, and it would save it, and then you would hit launch. And then you'll want to copy this URL right here. This one right here. Now if you hit this little thing right here, it will auto. So once you got that copied, what you want to do is you want to go to your stream elements, obs.live. You'll see this little plus bar. Inside of it, once again, sorry, we're going to have Seption just because of how I'm doing this. You'll have this little plus symbol right here. Hit that. Then you will have a bunch of options like this. You'll want to hit browser. And then you want to just name it whatever you want, like hi. Then you want to change the dimensions of it to fit your stream. Obviously, once you put a new one in, it automatically puts it to the top of the list. So make sure you move it down so it doesn't cover your cam. But all you'll have to do after you add the browser source is scale it back down to your size. Tighten it to all four corners of your stream. And then you want to go to properties. I just realized I didn't have this copied. Always make sure you have it copied. But go to this, hit Control V to paste it. Make sure you have your things saved as well. Otherwise, it will just stay as this, and then make sure everything looks good. Refresh it. Now, make sure it's set up right, so I'm just going to pop some emote offs quick to make sure they show up. Which, as you can see, they did. I'm just blocking them, so let me move me out of the way a bit, so you guys can actually see the emote show up on screen. And voila, the emotes show up on screen. But that is how you can set up an overlay if you don't feel like using a one that is already made by Stream Elements themselves. If you don't feel like using super themes, I believe. If you don't feel like using one of their super themes, that is how you can set up your own personal theme. If you guys have any questions, leave them in the comments below. I'll be checking those daily. Have a good day.